So now we're going to go around in some circles here. And you should feel when you go to the side, where do you feel tight? And every day your body might feel a little bit different, okay? So for me this morning, I'm feeling it kind of underneath my right rib and a little bit underneath the back. So it could have just been how I slept last night. It could be I'm right-handed, so this side is always up. So I'm always working to stretch the opposite way to close that. Remember we talked about the bulging herniated disc. So when you're always on this side's going to expand and this side's going to get pinched. So in order to compensate that, you have to go the other way. And then by going back and forth, it will gently even out and you'll get rid of your bulging disc. All right. But I feel today more on the right side. So we're just going to work through all the stretches and see what happens, see how I feel at the end of the session. All right, from here, we're going to drop the head back. You're going to feel it stretch underneath the jaw. Take a deep breath in. Remember to sit up nice and tall. Squeeze those abdominals, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Stay active in your stretching here. Deep breath in and out. And when you exhale, exhale all the way out. Bring the breath all the way in and concentrate on your breath. How does it feel going in and out of your nose and out of your mouth? Feel the lungs fill up with air. And when you exhale, you're exhaling all that tension out of your body. Right? So we're going to move in some circles here. And when you put your head back, you might notice that your chin was pretty tight. So we're going to I'm going to start in the middle today, just because that's where I feel my pinch today. But if you feel like you want to start at the top, then just drop your head forward and backwards. And then when I'm doing that, you can go drop down in the stomach. All right? So nice big movements here. Keep the core engaged. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come forward. And it's a nice slow breath. Now, when I went over to the right side, my knee actually cracked. And you will slowly start to realize that when you're pinched on one side, it can usually mean that something else in your body isn't right. So just start to pay attention to those things. All right, we're going to round the other way now. And you can do these sitting on your chair too. You can do it on the bed. Not to say you have to get on the floor. All right. Now here we're going to squeeze everything again, sit up nice and tall, and I'm going to go up to the head now. So we're going to drop it back. You're going to push the jaw forward. And exhale all that tension out of your neck. And your jaw, you can even take your fingers up here and very gently massage. And I say very gently because this can be very tight under here. If you've got tinnitus or ringing of the ears, this can be one of the reasons because you're really tight under the jaw. And you can open and close the jaw. And again, just massage very gently. Don't want to push too hard here. And relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Okay. Now we're going to bring the head down. And I want you to stretch the back of the neck here. So we're just going to hold this pose. If at any time you feel like you're dizzy or you have any numbness or tingling, just come back out of the pose and go back down very gently. If the numbness and tingling continues, then just don't go down as far. And that could be a sign that you have a pinched nerve back there, which we don't want. All right, so just very gently. The other thing you can do is take your towel and wrap it behind your neck and just hold on to that. And you're not pulling on the towel. It's just for support so your head doesn't go back to that pinched area. So it's just a way to prevent injury. All right. Now we're going to drop the head over to the left shoulder. And we're just going to very gently move it forward and back. And go your own pace here because everybody has a different tightness in the neck and shoulders. But this is an area of your body that you want to work on every day just to get rid of the tension. But if you're stuck in that area, it takes quite a while for it to work out. So just be very mindful about your thinking about where you're moving, breathing into those tight areas. Take a nice deep breath here and roll the shoulders down and back. Let's do some shoulder rolls while we're doing this stretch. And then slowly come up and go to the other side. Nice deep breathing in. Keep the core engaged, glutes tight. Stay active in your body. And we're going to drop the head back to the left side. We're going to switch direction of the shoulders. So now we're rolling them forward. And switch to the right side with your head. And let's come back up to center. And we're going to drop to the right. Now I want you to extend the right arm out. Sorry, left arm out. We're going to lean up to the left and the right arm, bring it up a little bit. Now, if you have trouble lifting the arm, just go where you can. And this is a great area to do this little mobility if you're limited in how you can move. And we're going to drop down onto the elbow if you're able to. If you're still up here, that's okay. You can also take a yoga block and lean on it or a folded up blanket, pillow. And then from here, I want you just to do some shoulder circles. Nice deep circles here. In and out. And we're going to switch direction with the circle. And I'm working on correcting my right shoulder here. Sometimes it can take a long time for injury to go away, so don't give up on it. Just keep doing some work with it. It's a long time for the body to repair itself, especially if you've been injured for a very, very long time. All right, now here we're going to extend the arm up if you're able to. If you're not, just keep going with those other circles with the elbow up. If you are able to, we are going to do some bigger circles with the arm. And at the same time, I want to drop down the head, look at the floor, tuck the chin. Yeah, we're going to switch direction with the arm. Really tuck the chin here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring the shoulder down and back. Open up the chest. Bring the head up. And we're going to roll the head back here. Push the chin forward. Take a deep breath in. Keep that abdominal squeeze. And you're going to really push the hip down. You're going to feel all this side stretching out. And then slowly push on your left hand. And slowly sit yourself up. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So extend that right arm down. Open up, bring that elbow up. Do those little circles. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to extend the arm all the way up and do those circles. I'm going to tuck the chin in. Extend the head back out. Turn the head down. And then tuck the chin. Keep the core engaged. And we're going to switch direction with the arm circles. Four, 5, 6, 7. And last one. Stretch it over. And slowly come up. All right, we're going to do a little flow through the center now. Just going to drop it down, bring the arm up. If you can't bring the arm up, just bring the elbow up as high as you can. Okay? And then do the other side. Deep breath in and out. Then continue. That's 2. 3. Go your own pace here. 4. 5. Just getting the body moving. 6. 7. And last one, 8. Okay? And back to the center. Now we're going to put the hands on the shoulders and we're just going to gently move the shoulders back and forth. So squeeze the abdominals. Keep the elbows lifted. This is working the thoracic spine, which is in between the shoulder blades. Now, a lot of times, this is the area that gets tight and pinched. And a lot of people think they're having an asthma attack, but really it's just they're pinched in between the shoulder blades, as well as getting heart palpitations. It's just because of the pinched nerve in there. All right. So when you first start, go very slow, just to get that rotation in there moving. You can also bring the arms up, keep the core engaged, and you can move the arms up and bring them back down. All right, now you can extend out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget to smile. You guys are doing a good job with your body here. Go back up. Keep the core engaged. And bring the arms back down. And back to center. And now we're just going to open and close the shoulders. 2. And work on going down low. And then come up higher. And you'll feel in your body, in your arms maybe, your shoulders, wherever they got a little stuck area there, you're going to start to feel it. Nice deep breathing. Okay, good job. All right, we're going to just come to extend the legs out in front. And if you've got your yoga strap, you can use this now. You can also, I've got my 20-pound resistance strap I'm going to use today. So you would just hook your strap over the foot. Same thing. And if you don't have a yoga strap, I recommend everybody get one because they are really great for supporting the leg. All right, so same thing, you would just hook it up and you do the same thing. Okay? So what we're doing here is we're going to open the psoas muscle on the leg. So you're just going to lift the leg up, right? And just going to move the leg back and forth. And you're going to feel it right away in the psoas muscle on the back of the hip there. So just go right to where it feels kind of weird and then come back. Keep the core engaged. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall here. Roll those shoulders down and back. And it's a very slow movement. Just go your own pace. Just moving the leg out, back and forth here. Last one, bring it down. And we're going to switch sides. Switch over to the other side. And just getting that hips moving. Now this is a good one to do if you got knee pain. You sit a lot. If you sit a lot and you have knee pain, what you need to do is tighten your legs and get your hips moving. So get where you're sitting, the glutes moving. That psoas muscle is what it's called. And so this is a good one for that. Now then just go out as far as you can. Keep the leg muscles engaged, keep your core engaged, and squeeze the glutes. You're strengthening the leg muscles here. All right. And you can also go slower. Maybe not go out as far. You gotta listen to your body here. If it's hurting, it'll tell you. All right. You can even use both hands to hold it up. If you don't want to have any pain, so just go right before that tingling or numbness or anything like that. Listen to your body. It's telling you what it needs. All right. and then come back down. Okay. Now from here, I want you guys to bring the legs up. And we're just gonna windshield wipers here. We're just gonna drop from left to right. Just opening up your hips. Again, if you sit a lot, now you might not be able to come all the way down if you've got knee pain, but just come down as far as you can. And you might be right up here still. If it's hurting too much, if you're just starting, you're gonna have to work. And you're gonna have to be patient with yourself, okay? So just go very small, little windshield wipers. And then as you stretch out the tendons on your inner thighs and your outer thighs and your quads and your hamstrings, you're going to start to feel better. All right, let's do a hamstring stretch. Extend the feet out, right? If you need yoga blocks, going to come on each side. You want to roll the shoulders down and back and just lean forward. You want to bend from the waist. You don't want to drop down like this, okay? Roll the shoulders down and back, sit up nice and tall, and then bend from the pelvis to lean forward. Keep the feet flexed, keep the leg muscles engaged, keep the core engaged, keep the glutes squeezed tight. Deep breath in and out here. Then you can feel the bottoms of your legs stretching out. And then as you continue, you can lower the blocks. Okay, you can also put a cushion across your legs. Just stretching out the bottom of your legs. You're also stretching out your spine by doing this. Deep breath in and out. Keep the core squeezed. Keep those feet flexed. And if you want to add a little more to this, you can bring your hands, you can reach your feet and pull the toes back. You're stretching out the bottoms of your feet and toes. Okay. Now here we're going to point the toes. Now you're going to feel a stretching in the top of the legs. Flex. And we're going to bend the knee and bring the leg in front to pigeon. And the back leg is going to go behind. So you're in a 90-90 position. So 90 degree here, 90 degree here. And you're going to take your blocks and just lean forward. All right, this might be as far as you can get. We're opening up the hips here. All right. Now you might be able to come down. Stretch out the hip. But if you're way up top, just use what you need to because it takes time to stretch out everything. All right. Now from here, we're going to bring the right leg behind further. So straighten it out. And the left leg, if you can keep it 90 degrees and parallel to the mat, that's fine. But if you can't, you feel like you're not sitting up straight, use your blocks, but you can also bend the knee closer to your body. All right, and we're just sitting up here, you're going to feel that stretching out in the back of the hip. Nice deep breathing. Keep the core engaged, hips engaged. Squeeze the glutes. The isometric hold here. Then you can drop back a little bit further with the head. Okay. Now this is as far as you can go. Just stay here. But if you can go a little bit further, we're going to reach back, bend the knee, and bring it up. You're going to feel it stretching out in the quad. Now, if you can't reach down there, you can also use your yoga strap and hook it around your foot, and then use the strap to bring it up. And I will demonstrate that for you. So you could reach behind with the strap, hook it onto your foot, and pull it up this way. All right, if you can bring it up. So then you have a little more range of motion back there because you're using your strap to help you. Maybe you're there. And once you start to feel things stretch out, all of a sudden you're like, oh, cool. That's when the pain goes away, when everything starts to move again. All right? Okay, now we're going to switch sides. So we're just going to swing that leg in the front. And we'll just do a quick stretch while we're here. So leg blocks on either side, shoulders down and back. We're just going to lean forward. Stretch that hip out, core engage. And sit up, and then we're going to bend the knee. Come into 90-90 on the other side. Okay, bring the blocks back. Sit up nice and tall here. And you might find too you're more flexible on one side than the other. If you're able to come forward. Nice deep breathing. And then slowly bring it up. And then from here, we're going to extend that leg out. Sit up nice and tall here. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs. All right. And then either use your strap or lift the foot up. You really feel those glute muscles in the quads, front of the leg. Tight quads are one of the reasons why you get knee pain. And extend down and back. Sit up nice and tall. And again, we're going to swing that leg around. And we're going to gently lean forward. Stretching out the back of that hip. Okay. Now I got a couple more for you guys. We're going to come up in the tabletop. And we're just going to do a little bit of hip flexor work here. So go ahead and put your blocks on either side if you need them. We're going to bring the right foot forward. Core engaged, legs tight, glutes tight. And you're just going to lean forward here, stretch out the hip flexor. Right. So important to do these. If you sit a lot, tight hips causes a lot of pain. Your hips, your lower back, and then eventually it starts to pull out your shoulders. Right? Shift the weight back. Bring the blocks back. Flip the foot up. Flex the foot, core engaged. Now you can also take your yoga blocks and come up this way if you need to, if that's too hard on the back of your leg to stretch out. You can also come all the way up if that's, depending on your flexibility. But the more you do it, the more you're going to stretch out. So just go where you're able to. All right. Lower the blocks down. And we're just going to walk the foot forward a bit here. We're going to shift the weight forward again. Okay, it's kind of a mobility flow here. Forward and back. And just go where you can, you guys. You might not be able to get down as far as me. Just go where you can, back and forth. Very slow. Keep the core engaged. And every time you go forward, I want you to take a nice deep breath. Double check your posture, core engaged, glutes tight. And then every time you come back, walk your foot forward just a little bit here. Drop it forward again. Now, if you're just starting, obviously you're not going to be able to get down as far as me. Just go you can. Right, and then eventually you should be able to come down to straighten the leg. And you might be up here. And just slowly let yourself go down as far as you can. And then bring it back. And we're going to switch sides. Right, left leg forward. And we'll just do those flows. Open the hips. And open the hamstrings. Bring the foot up. Keep the core engaged. You might find you're more flexible on one side than the other side. And then slowly come back out. Okay. Now from here we're going to move the blocks. And we're just going to do cat-cow. So you're going to lower the pelvis down, roll the shoulders down and back. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your legs. Deep breath in. I'm going to round it up. Drop it down. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, round it up. Push everything up. And we're just going to lower down onto the elbows here. Drop down to the stomach. Just come up into Sphinx pose. And if this is far enough for you, you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit farther, you can come up onto your hands, roll your head back into a full extended cobra. And then slowly come back up. We're going to round into child's pose. Again, pull your hands out in front. Round it up. Right. And then from here, we're going to come onto the back. And we've got one final hip flexor stretch here for you. So just lay down on your back, bring your knees together, extend your arms out. And we're just going to drop the legs over to the left. You want to look over to the right. You might get an adjustment of your back here. You can also put your hand on your knee. And you can also push your hip down to the back wall. And bring the legs up to the front, center, and drop over to the other side. Then you might get an adjustment of your lower back. Nice deep breath in and out. Push your hip down to the wall. All right. And bring the legs back in. I can bring your feet down here. Bring your arms down. Just take a couple of breaths. You can even extend your legs out. And just do a quick body scan. How does your body feel? Start of your toes and your ankles. You can even do some ankle circles. Left and right. Okay. Take notice of the calves and the back of your legs, your shins, your thighs, inner and outer, your knees, your hips, your pelvis. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the floor, your lower back, your abdominal, your chest, your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, your neck, your head, your chin, your jaw, cheeks, nose, tongue, your eyes. Take a deep breath in. You exhale. And just take one moment to be grateful for your healing journey. And say to yourself, I am safe. I am well. I am loved. Feel good. I'm healing. Now deep breath in. Bring your legs in and slowly rock yourself up. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys will try these practices. They're really good for just getting your body moving, any stuck areas, and just bring positive energy back into your life. You have to get moving those stagnant areas, especially if you sit a lot or you stand a lot or you drive a lot. Just to keep this, you have to do it to get your body moving again. And your body will thank you by letting go of all that tension, and eventually you will be pain free. So drink lots of water to stay hydrated. The body is mostly made up of water. I know people say, "Oh, I'm drinking coffee or I'm drinking soda," but that's not water. And you get yourself a water purification system. Try not to drink the bottled water because those are full of bacteria. And throw a little bit of fresh lemon in it or some teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. That will help kill all the bacteria that's in your stomach and kill all your cravings that you're having. And the body is made up mostly of water. The brain itself is made up of 80% water. So if you're not getting enough water and you're dehydrated, your brain's not functioning properly.